Hey, Sibby. Hey, Julia. Welcome in. Hey, Siri, turn off. Hey, Mixed Opinion. Welcome in. Hey, Sibby. Hey, Siri, turn off. I know we haven't seen you guys in a while. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Mexipina. Mexipina, were you anywhere near that airplane crash in San Diego? I saw that and I thought about you. John, welcome back. John, are you still in Texas? Oh, okay. Yes, I heard about it. It's very sad. Airplane crash. And let's get all the adjustments correct here. How's everybody doing? How has everybody been this week? It's good to be back. Got some new tea. Sibby, I didn't see the details of it. Hey, just relax. Welcome back. I didn't see the details of it. I just saw that it came down in a neighborhood. Took out a couple of houses. It looked like those private ones. Oh, thank you so much for that, Mexican. I love it. um, it looks like it was in a neighborhood. I didn't see if there was any deaths or anything, but I saw it and I thought, oh, I gotta ask Mexican about it. Yes, in San Diego. Oh, it was military housing. Oh, okay. Got it. Military housing. So by the Air Force Base. Hey, Renee, welcome back. It's good to see you. Welcome in and welcome back. Oh, was it? Is there a Mexican? Is there usually fog there, or is it overcast? It's good to see you too, Renee. I've been looking at your pictures on Instagram, keeping in touch that way. Tonight we're drinking a new tea. Oh, hardly ever. Interesting. I got these. I went to go visit my friend. I did a quick overnight trip to Denver to go see Sting, and they have this tea shop that I like going to. This is lavender sage lemonade herbal tea. Really good. It's a little container. If you save these containers, they'll refill them for you. Cheaper. So that's what we're drinking tonight. It's really good. Very fresh. Mmm. Renee, that's funny because my friend told me, she goes, because I didn't bring luggage, I just bought a bag. She goes, oh, I hope they don't think it's weed. I was like, oh, shit. Hey, Anna, welcome back. Thank you so much. I miss you guys too. Right? We need a good gardening. We need a good gardening. That's what it looks like. A nice little tin. We need what's her name? Her handle is very unique. Madeline, not Madeline, but John. I don't. I've tried it in the past. I'm very sensitive to it. I've done edibles. I get very sensitive to it, and then I think the side effect I get is it heightens my anxiety, and so I get very like, ugh. So I want to get freaked out. Hey Taylor, well, thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. And the experiences that I've had with it before, just a little bit too powerful. I've tried some too in the past. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Dartini. Tartini. I hate Are We Not Be Tending to Mine right now. I love it. Yeah, we all need something. You know, we need something. Something that'll lighten the load for us. One time I had a really bad experience in Vegas with it. Um, your life contains some things that may find uncomfortable and restricted. Oh my gosh. Magali! That's who we're talking to. Sorry, I got back into school. Oh, how fun! I just got a warning sign from TikTok about what we were talking about, so. I can't believe how well they listen. Come on. That means they're listening. They might be interested. Somebody at TikTok may be waiting for their story to be read to them. I know, right? Renee? It's like some, it said some of the topics people might be sensitive to. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, anyways, as I was saying, I was in Vegas one time with some friends, and I didn't eat, and so it was late at night, we went to go get tacos, and my friend had, she had what's a good word for it? It contained the oil. Yeah, you can't do anything on it. Had some oil in it, and so I took a deep inhale, and it started making me dizzy. Mary Jane, there you go. Started making me dizzy, and so I was holding my tray of tacos, and I was gonna pay for them. I said, "Guys, I'm gonna go outside because I'm not feeling good." So I went outside. This is the first time this has ever happened to me, and I was standing up against the wall. I blacked out, and I fell to the ground. Um, and I woke up with a pain in my head. Apparently, there was a nurse who saw me. She went and picked me up, put me on the table. It was very scary. So I was like, never again. Never again. Yeah, that was my experience. That's what happens to me. It gets very intense. Isn't that funny? John, it was oil based. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about that known mom on TikTok son? His name is Trig. No. Yeah, just relax. That was very strong. I don't think I should have inhaled as deeply as I. Sibby, give us some more information on that. That's so funny. John, I took one really big inhale, and I think that was the issue. And plus, I hadn't eaten either. We were like, we were at a, we'd been out all day, doing what you do in Vegas. And so we were at Senior Frogs, and then Senior Frogs closed. Yeah, I think it was potent. Or at least it was, for me, I'm too sensitive to it. Yeah, too sensitive, so I think I overdid it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Senior Frogs. They closed it down too. I really love Senior Frogs. That's some really good music there. By Treasure Island. Yeah. Yes, John. Yeah, that one. Love it. It's fun. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to continue with our little critter series. We did find a little critter anthology. They have some in Cozumel at the port. Oh. Yeah. It's just these friends that I went with, they loved doing those kind of things. So that had to have been like before COVID. Yeah. Pre-COVID activities. Today we're going to start with I Was So Mad, Mercer Mayer. This is before I read one earlier to the East Coast feed, and this is before the spider and mouse were hidden. I wanted to keep some frogs in the bathtub, but Mom wouldn't let me. I was so mad. I love it. There's Mom. When he says he wanted to keep some frogs, that's a lot of frogs to keep in the bathtub. And the mouse isn't hidden. Later on, the mouse and the frog and the spider are hidden. These ones, they're not. They're kind of. Hey, Stacy, welcome back. I wanted to play with my little sister's dollhouse, but Dad wouldn't let me. So mad. I love it. Sister didn't want him to play in the dollhouse. Look at him. He's being a big pain in the butt. I wanted to play hide and seek in the clean sheets, but Grandma said, "No, you can't." I was so mad. There's a little mouse. I love doing this. My mom we used to have clothes wire hangers in the backyard. And the sheets. I loved going inside the middle of the sheets, especially when they were dry. You could smell them. And just run your arms through them. I wanted to water the garden, but Grandma said, "No, you can't." Oh, Grandpa said, "No, you can't." Everybody keeps telling him no. You can't. What is he going to find that he likes doing? So I decided to decorate the house, but Grandpa said, "No, you can't do that either." Was I ever mad? Of course he's going to get mad. Look at their little tree house. It gives like Bearstein Bears, huh? Dad said, "Why don't you play in the sandbox?" I didn't want to do that. Mom said, "Why don't you play on the slide?" I didn't want to do that either. I was so mad. I love it. I love the exaggerated form of saying I was too mad. I wanted to practice my juggling show instead, but Mom said, "No, you can't." But look at what he's using, eggs. He already cracked one. I could see why Mom was justified. I wanted to tickle the goldfish, but Mom said, "Leave the goldfish alone." Yeah, he's being a pain in the butt. He's doing things that... Look at the fish's facial expression. Like, leave me alone. Oh, Shiny Peanut, welcome back. You won't let me do anything I want to do, I said. I guess I'll run away. That's how mad I was. The little baby. Is that a little baby? Yeah. She's got him over her shoulder. All the baby toys here. Oh, it must be because he's not getting attention because of the baby. We always get that. Teenagers. We've been working with an 8th grader. He's been having attitude. And so when we met the parents, we found out that Mom is pregnant and he's been the only kid for the last 14 years, and now she's pregnant. And she was saying, ever since I've announced that I'm gonna have a baby, he's like completely changed. So it was very interesting. His mama. So I packed my wagon with my favorite toys, and I packed a bag of cookies to eat on the way. I know. So after the meeting, later on, I was telling my assistant about it. So when he came in, we were like, "Hey, we heard you're going to be a big brother. What do you think?" And he was just a typical teenager. But you could tell Mom had said that he had been acting up, so it was affecting him, but he didn't want to share it. Then I walked out the front door, but my friends were going to the park to play ball. Can you come too? They asked. Oh, now he's gonna get some friends. I think that's what he needed. He needed his friends to come over and to ask him out to play. And Mom said I could. Mom's like, yeah, go. She's like, bye. Have fun. Don't come until this sun goes down. I'll run away tomorrow if I'm still so mad. he was able to get occupied his extra time. The end. Just a Little Critter collection. Always a good way to start the live. Always a good way to start the live with an anthology series. This one, Just a Little Critter collection. As soon as we're finished with this one, we have, I'm going to show you guys what we got. We have a whole bunch. We've got the Paddington Storybook Collection. And I think there's a Paddington movie coming out soon or something. I can't remember. This is the next storybook collection that we're reading. Lots of good things coming up. Lots of good things coming up. All right, let's take a vote. What did we think? 1 through 10. What did you guys think of our first live book after a week? It's good to be back. I got overwhelmed with, I overscheduled, guys. Friday, I forgot that there was a happy hour that had been planned at work, so I went to that happy hour. And then Saturday, Saturday was the only day that I could get things done, chores and stuff. And then Sunday, what did I do Sunday? Oh, there was a baseball game that I had told a friend I was going to go. It was a birthday that I had mentioned that I had scheduled a while ago, but I completely forgot about it. And then Monday, we have our awards assembly. Tuesday, there was a field trip. And then I took an overnight trip to Denver to go see Sting. And I thought, oh man, I overbooked. School has calmed down finally. Next week is our last week of school. This weekend is a 3-day weekend. Memorial Day on Monday. So we'll be back on regular schedule. Next week is finals. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are our minimum days. And then our last day is on Friday. Friday's promotion. Promotion is at 9 and the kids go home. I can leave as soon as the kids leave. So this upcoming week is my last week. So that means tons of extra energy. All the energy that I put into school is going to get placed on my lives. So guys, get ready. Get ready. All right. Let's see. Yes, a 2-month break. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I need it. My brain is fried. I gotta get I have to get through some of these books. So we're gonna read Henry's First Moon Birthday. Me visibly levitating. I'm ready. I love it. Shiny peanut. Cannot wait. Every night's gonna be project night. We're gonna be doing a project every single night. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, John, I have my districts are different. Our district used to give you the 2 options, 10-month or 12-month, but then they just went to 12-month. Some districts still do that. where you can have it spread out. I have it spread out. If I didn't do that, I'd spend it all. We love a good end page. We love a good end page that it's like a mustardy yellow. It's little squigglies. And you know on our live we love a good moon. So when I saw that there was the word moon in the title, I had to get it. This is me, Jan, Jenny, but never Jennifer. I am also known as older sister, and I've been in charge of our house ever since mother had a baby. Hey Corey, welcome back. DC, welcome back. Oh, I say you got some. You added some emojis to your name. Welcome, DC. Welcome back. So this is Jen, but never Jennifer, and she's been placed in charge of the home ever since her mom had a baby. I love this square, this triangle, and these straight lines here. Very cute, very creative. And this is Jinjin. Yeah, Jinjin. But never grandmother or granny or grandma. She came to live with us to help us out when mother went to the hospital. Tomorrow she goes home. Jinjin makes everything with her hands. Sweaters, blankets, noodles, Christmas ornaments, and the world's prettiest braids right in my hair. Jinjin. So this is the grandma, and she's got all these little grandma things around her. She makes little clothes. She's got some yarn, a sewing kit, some noodles. This is the sun in my bedroom window as it slips in front of the stars, just as Jinjin and I slip out of bed. It is baby Henry's 1-month birthday, his first moon, they call it in Chinese. If you ask me, his face is round as the moon, because all he does is eat, except when he's sleeping or crying. Anyway, there will be a big celebration for him, a first moon birthday party, and we have a lot to do before everyone comes. So they're gonna get ready for baby Henry's 1-month birthday. This is our kitchen, all ready for us to cook. There are mushrooms and dates and mysterious things floating in bowls. Jinjin touches this one here and that one there, like a gardener tending her plants. She fills our biggest pot with water, enough for a bath. Speaking of which, we were just talking about gardening and attending to our garden. And here we are. Jinjin touches this one and here, this one here and that one there, like a gardener tending her plants. Right? Look at all the plants in the back, the fruits and the vegetables. This is what happens when the water boils. Jinjin gently slides a chicken into the bubbles. The chicken turns creamy white underneath its yellow skin. As I watch, my stomach growls like a bear, and Jinjin exclaims, Mahanor, I forgot your breakfast. I don't know what it is she says here. Manor. Aw, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that, DC. Thank you for that heart. The heart kiss. This is me and Jinjin sitting for just a minute to eat our toast. Jinjin pours me hot tea that smells like flowers. Yum. I sip slowly to make it last and also to keep from burning my tongue. Jinjin taught me this, and she is pleased that I remember. She's probably drinking a good jasmine tea. Hot tea that smells like flowers. Probably a good jasmine tea. Got this little kettle here with some toast, butter, jam. Mm-hmm. Yes, delicious, right, DC? This is ink, the real stuff, which Jinjin makes by rubbing an ink pebble with a little water. She holds my hand to write the baby's Chinese name, Long, with a brush. It means dragon, and it looks like one too. My name is Lei Nor, means graceful doe, but it looks like a plain old goat. It isn't fair. Jinjin writes good luck words on a red cloth for everyone to read. Oh, so these are their, this is the Chinese calendar. So it looks like Henry's name is Long with a brush. It means dragon. My name is Lenore, which means graceful doe, but it looks like a plain old goat. That's the grandma. She's doing all the calligraphy for all the drawings. This is the chicken pot boiling over. Look at Jinjin go. She turns down the heat, her lips disappear, her fingernails scrape off the warts on the wood fungus. Chop, chop, the mushroom feet fall off. She drops everything into the soup. 1, 2, 3. I try to help, but Jinjin is too busy. I love these little details that they add in the back here. You've got, looks like a soda can, a soda bottle. There's the little girl. Chopsticks, cans, plates. And then you see the grandma, Jinjin. She's throwing the food into the boiling water. Jinjin. So I'm busy too. Whoops, this is ink, the real stuff on the floor. I make it look like a spaceship and then a dinosaur, and then I make my escape. But Jinjin turns and sees. Her face becomes gray like a rainy day. So she drops something on the floor there. Looks like a dinosaur. And then Jinjin, she's not too happy. Here I am saying I'm sorry. Jinjin forgives me and we hurry to clean the mess before Mother comes down. This is Jinjin keeping an eye on me. Her face is pink again, like the salmon on crushed ice at the Pike Place market. She starts the pig's feet and ginger soup to help Mother make milk for her baby, Jinjin says. But good for everybody. I'm in charge of the brown sugar. It's better than candy from the store. Jinjin pretends she doesn't see the sweet, sticky goo running down my chin. So she helps her clean up after she's made that mess. Look at this wallpaper in the back. How pretty is that? Yellow with these little flower designs. They almost look like jasmine prints in the back there. And then she continues to help her make some food. Crushed ice at the Pike Place market. I wonder if that's Seattle they're talking about. Isn't it, DC? I know, I really like that pattern. These patterns are really pretty. Look at this polka dot, red polka dot and green, and this apron. And then her little dress here. The little red with flowers on it. Cute pattern. This is Baba, Dad, Daddy, Pops, and Poppy. He answers to most anything. He usually doesn't look too good until he's had his coffee. He wraps his arms around me and nuzzles me with his quillery face. I remind him to pick up Yeye, my grandpa, for the party. No problem, Captain, he says. He usually doesn't look too good until he had his coffee. Very true. This is our car. Usually it's no problem, but today, if you look closely, you can see Father peeking out from underneath. And this is Mother coming out to ask him to pick up Grand Aunties Judith and Maylan, my favorites, who also need rides. Yeah, Mother exclaims when she sees greasy smudges all over Father's good clothes. That's funny. He's got to fix the car before he leaves. And look at her dress, how pretty that is. We love a good green and a light green with some yellow in it, if you can make it work. But these patterns are really pretty. So I got some yellows in it, some light greens, and some dark greens. Look at the clock. Time flies, and so does Mother. She cleans like a tornado going through every room. Uh-oh, look at the vase. Mother does a front 2.5 dive. Suddenly, the vacuum cleaner monster appears and makes baby Henry cry. Wah! Mother runs to comfort him. There's baby Henry. There's the vase. Time is flying. Look at the numbers before the party begins. And there's the grandma with the vacuum cleaner. This is Jinjin and me working fast as machines. She boils a million eggs. She hands me a hung bao and shows me how to dip it into water to make the red dye come off. Then she rubs the hang bao all over the egg, turning it red. They are lucky eggs to welcome the baby. Look at silly me, red as a firecracker. We're getting a very good cultural experience through this book on what happens after a baby has turned a month years old. Food, family, festivities. This is my bath. Jinjin scrubs me clean as celery. I slip into a new dress and Jinjin makes new braids in my hair and ties on new ribbons. Jinjin slips into an old dress that looks like new. I wore this at your first moon birthday, she says. Special dress for special occasion. I look in the mirror and see that we are a pair, like favorite shoes, side by side. Aw, Grandma, she wears the traditional dress. So when she was a month old, she wore this dress. Grandma, she's got some good style. It's like a green with some pink flowers in it. Yeah, very cute. You're right, you see, very cute. This is our house, busy as King Street Station. The taxi arrives in time with Father, Yeye, and my grand aunties. Behind them all come other relatives. Here is Uncle Ho. He is a cook, and he brings Mother a crate of oranges to wish her health and happiness. Uncle Ho! The oranges. Yes, you see, she is. She knows a good dress. She knows a good archival piece. And here is Uncle Peter. He is a mailman, but today he's just a regular guy. Yes, definitely. He pumps Father's hand up and down. Gung hey, he shouts, slapping a ton of good luck on my father's back. I kiss Grand Auntie Judith, who smells like old books. She works at the library. And Grand Auntie Mei Lan, who smells like music. She teaches piano. Uncle Ho! And this is baby Henry. I almost forgot. He's tired from his first haircut, so the gold chain and coins around his neck and the hung bows tucked into his blanket. Everyone says he looks like a fancy butterfly in his silky new clothes. I don't just look like a butterfly, I can fly like one too, but no one notices. What a good baby, they say. I'm in charge of making sure the cousins don't wake Henry. I do a good job until I can't resist. I pinch him once when no one's looking. Look at that blanket. Isn't that a cute blanket? The little moons and the stars. He's got his little moon birthday outfit on. This is how to eat pig's feet and ginger soup. My cousins and I spit out the knuckles and try to reconstruct the feet. When the grown-ups aren't around, we peek inside baby Henry's hung bows and count more than $100. We think of a million great ways to spend it. Then we jump on the beds. This is Mother thanking Jinjin for coming to take care of us after everything has quieted down. Mother is sad, but I am sadder. Jen was a big help, Jinjin says. She was in charge of everything. I love it when she calls me that. Jen sounds almost like Jinjin, but I am too tired to tell her. Maybe in the morning when she is leaving and the whole world is about to change, I'll tell her. And someday I'll tell baby Henry that it was the best first moon birthday party ever, and that he was lucky to have me in charge. So I'm wondering if this is a real thing. Is anybody familiar with this? Half moon birthday. So a month old. So the best first moon birthday party ever. And that he was lucky to have me in charge. Because she got one too. And this is baby Henry smiling at me. His eyes cute as commas. He's so happy. I smile back and I can't help it. Kiss him goodnight. For a baby, he really is very good. And that makes us a pair, like matching socks. Side by side. Look at that pattern. Isn't that a good wallpaper? That would be a good wallpaper for a kitchen or an accent wall that has natural lighting hitting it. So opposite a window with natural lighting hitting it. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? The end. Henry's first moon birthday. He is a cute little potato. I love it. Let's see if this gives us any information. Oh, Korea. So Lauren Look is the author of Love as Strong as Ginger. Unlike her heroine Jenny, Miss Look doesn't like being in charge of domestic details and is working on passing her few helpful genes onto her two daughters. So first moon, I think this is Korean. Okay, let's take a vote. We first started with Just a Little Critter Collection 1. And then we just finished Henry's first moon. I love a good educational children's literature cultural book. This one had it all, so I'm going to go with 2. Because this one had culture, amazing illustrations, we love these patterns, and a good story. So Renee, 10 out of 10, yes. Renee, 2, Lisa Brown, 2, John, yep. John, you give it 11. Or you do 1, I'm sorry. 1. No, I agree. It was a good one. I actually can't choose this time. Oh, Shiny Peanut. Yeah, they were both kind of good. They were. On their own levels, they were good. I miss out on the, yeah. We started with the Little Critter series. All right, let's see what else we have in the stacks. I've been sitting on these ones for a long time. We got to get through them. We got to get through them. This one is called Bird Boy. Be who you want to be, Bird Boy. I saw that. I knew this one's going to be a good one. I knew this one was going to be a good one. Look at this end page. All the different types of birds. All the different types of birds. So we got, looks like a roadrunner. I'm not a bird expert, so I'm just gonna. No, that's a penguin. Mm-hmm. You love a good story. Be who you want to. Nico was nervous walking the path to class alone with a backpack full of stones. That's how it felt. Nico was new, so when everyone knew what to do and where to go, he was left, well, a little lost. So here's our friend Nico. He's new to school. Even though it's not stones inside, it feels like he's got stones inside his backpack because it's so heavy having to start in a new school. Everybody knows each other. Everybody has history. Everybody knows where the utensils are, where the pencils, the desks. But he is new. He doesn't know anything. He's got to learn. But there were other things to do besides sports and standing in huddles, whispering, such as watching the insect. Wait. I felt like this kind of jumped. But there were other things to do besides sports and standing in huddles, whispering, such as watching the insects crossing a crack in the blacktop like climbers over a mountain pass. Well, I guess since he's new, he was able to find things to do on his own. So there were other things to do besides this. He already knew what to do. He was going to go look at bugs. Or sitting in the grass like a statue with the sun on your face. So he's pretty creative. Even though he's new to the school and he doesn't have any friends, he knows how to keep himself occupied. And that's a good gift to have when you can be happy in your own company. One bird hopped toward him, waiting with shining eyes and a side-curved head. One bird, then two, word had spread, and flutter, swoop, whistle, and chirp. That's how Nico became known as. Oh, so he has his own thing going on. He don't need nobody. Nico don't need nobody. That's how he became known as Bird Boy. Look at the kids. Nico knew when someone was making fun of him, and yes, it hurt his feelings, but he turned the name over in his mind a few times. I really like that. Nico knew when somebody was making fun of him, and yes, it hurt his feelings, but he turned the name over in his mind a few times and smiled. It surprised him too. Bird Boy. Soon Nico imagined himself as an eagle soaring over a forest. Yeah. Nico, he knows himself already. He doesn't need to surround himself by people who don't know him. He can take care of himself. And a penguin diving off an iceberg into freezing aquarium waters. He became a hummingbird, hovering amid the nectar-filled flowers. Right, Dartini? Yeah, the illustrations on this are really pretty. Very creative, too. We love the colors. These colors here. Reds, blues, greens, pinks. A pelican with a wide open wings, cruising the edge of the coastline. Nico in his own world. I kind of like his world though. It's very pretty, very filled with nature. He loves nature. And a great green-winged macaw, piercing the dusk with her calls. So he gets home, he gets dressed. It's time for bed. And then look at this picture here. Look how pretty that is. The background. It almost is giving like a where the wild things are. These details of these flowers here. The butterfly. We love a good moon in children's literature. Yes, Tertini, isn't it? Not right away, but soon Nico made one friend. Then two. There's the teacher. We love her. Look at her glasses. And she's got some stockings on with some high heels. Girl. Hey, Lauren, welcome in. Hey, Allie, welcome back. Then two. Oh, he's making friends now. Right? She is. And her little wheelchair. We love inclusivity. They were drawn to Nico's kindness. Oh, I love that. So he made friends by being his authentic self. Did Nico run and go and try to be somebody he wasn't just to be with friends? No. Did Nico try to transform himself into somebody he wasn't just to have friends? No, absolutely not. Nico did what he does best. Yeah, he got his feelings hurt. But you know what? He was still his authentic self. And look at what it says. They were drawn to Nico's kindness. They were drawn to Nico's kindness, his authentic self. They knew that when they were going to meet with Nico, they were going to meet Nico, not somebody else. The wild flights of his imagination and the way he could be both a bird and completely, delightfully himself. Yes. 100 for authenticity. He can totally be himself. Look at these colors at the bottom here. Isn't that amazing? Nico no longer felt nervous at recess or walking the path to class alone. In fact, sometimes he felt just a few flaps away from liftoff. Guys, get a little of this swing for our friends in a wheelchair. Isn't that interesting? I've never seen anything like that. That would be really cool. That way the kids can participate. The end. And there's Nico lifting off with the birds. Bird boy. I think my vote shifted. This is a good one. That was a good one. All right, let's take a vote. We started with the Little Career Collection one. Renee was a good one, huh? Then we read Henry's First Moon Birthday. Lisa Brown, you like 3, and then 3 Bird Boy. Yeah, it's a tight race. I really like this one because of the illustrations and the cultural part of it. But I love a good authenticity book, something that carefully but simply gives you the blueprint for how to be your authentic self. The blueprint on how to be your authentic So, something about the Little Critters collection is majorly, yeah. Shiny Peanut. We love to start our lives with nostalgia. We love to start our lives with nostalgia. Um, I think I showed you guys this already, right? Lauren, I love it. Lauren, we're working on that. I know that she's got a couple of titles, but the ones that I keep seeing, oops, the ones that I keep seeing are chapter books. I'm looking for an Amelia Bedelia anthology. I'm looking for an Amelia Bedelia anthology. It's in the works. It's in the works. But I know what you're saying. So we got Paddington Bear, and then let me show you the other one that we got too. I think I showed you guys this one already. This one is a favorite amongst our live OGs. Jan Brett. Jan Brett, she is a children's literature author and illustrator, and her illustrations, gorgeous. Her illustration, and I found this huge anthology at the library. So, this one's on the docket. We got to get through Paddington. No, we got to get through Little Critters, then we got to get through Paddington, and then we're going to do this one, Jan Brett. Shiny Peanut, that one too, Madeline. In the docket. In the docket. Faith, yes, you have been summoned. You were hiding in the shadows, and you heard anthology. These are the 8 books, all in one. 8 books, all in one, that you have been asking for. I think our anthology series really seriously going to take us at least through the summer. At least through the summer. Let's see. We got to get through this one too. This one's called How I Became a Pirate. I thought this was the illustrations on this one are very interesting. Oh, the gift goal tonight. I didn't set one. We have low numbers tonight. The West Coast. Let's do 1 minute of tapping. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute. We're at 90K, and this is already our 4th book. So we're a little bit behind. Faith, get a tapping. Yes, reminds me of the hyper-realistic scenes in SpongeBob. Very true. And these are the same illustrations. Yes, John, I agree. It's not the same illustrator, is it? But it's in that same genre. Okay. Let's tap for 1 minute. Let's try to get to 25K by the end of the night. There's a little note. Oh, I think I have to keep this on here. It's an AR book. It's worth 5 points, or half a point if you get through it. We love a good end page. How I Became a Pirate. Okay, our minute is up. 9K. Pirates have green teeth when they have any teeth at all. I know about pirates because one day, when I was at the beach building a sandcastle and minding my own business, a pirate ship sailed into view. I knew what it was because its flag had a skull and crossbones on it, and because I could hear the pirates singing, "Hey ho, blow the man down." They were a little off key. Yeah, I'm getting half a point for free, right? Lord, my mom made me lie on my AR points. I remember them, like, yeah, AR with goals. I was gonna ask you guys, do you guys remember doing these? Lauren, I know, right? And I love how it ended with, they were a little off key. So was I. Look at that great sandcastle. And these colors are amazing, these watercolors. So he's familiar with, this little boy's familiar with pirates. So he knew there was a pirate ship coming. I tried to tell Dad, but he was busy setting up the beach umbrella. I tried to tell Mom, but she was busy slathering my baby sister with sunblock. So I went back to my sandcastle, but I kept an eye on the pirates. By then, they were rowing to shore. So Mom is busy, Dad's busy putting up the umbrella. Everybody's busy, and he's trying to get their attention because the pirates are coming. I honestly would love to get AR points as enough. They should have one, right, Shiny Peanut? I'm sure people would. I think it would be really popular. We would have a ton of AR points at this point. When they landed, the head pirate climbed out of the boat and yelled, "Ahoy there, matey!" By this, he meant, by this, the Spanish Main. Or, I'm sorry. "Ahoy there, matey! Be this the Spanish Main?" "No," I said, "this is North Beach." "Shiver me timbers," the pirate said. "We must have taken a wrong turn at Bora Bora." So the pirate gets off. Oh, Domino should make it a free. Yes, patent it. You're right. Lola, AR points. So each book, each children's book, has these points to them, and they're based on grade level too. Like this would be third grade, first month, and so third graders and above would be able to read this. There's an assessment that you give the kids at the beginning of the year. It's a reading test. Yes, accelerated reader. Thank you. And the kids get a placement. And so when they're done, they'll get their AR score. And then they start at the beginning of the year, wherever they're at, and they, for each book that they read, there's points. So sometimes the teachers will set like a point system. Like if you get so many points at the end of the week, you get a treat, like an ice cream or a pizza party. And it's just an incentive to get the kids to read. Love it. He walked around my sandcastle. He looked at the moat, then yelled back to his crew, "He's a digger. He is, and a good one to boot." "A good one to boot," they all agreed. "What be your name, matey?" the head pirate asked. "Jeremy Jacob, sir," I told him. Jeremy Jacob, I love it. We finally found out what his name is. And look at that band of pirates. What do they call them? A motley crew. A motley crew of pirates. "Well, Jeremy Jacob," he said, "you're looking at Braid Beard and his crew. We've been needing a digger like yourself. We've a chest of treasure to bury." "Aye, treasure," the others shouted. "You coming with us?" Braid Beard told me. "I didn't think Mom and Dad would mind, as long as I got back in time for soccer practice the next day." That's funny. This is very relatable. His name is Braid Beard. Because he's got a little braid in his beard. Look at those facial expressions. Aren't those wild? Kind of scary. That's how I became a pirate. This is honestly a really cool illustration. This is a really good illustration. All the differences, all the colors. Yes, arg, definitely. Facial expressions, the details, the coats, the clothing. They're all wearing different clothing, different hats, a scarf on the head. Isn't that cool, DC? Yeah, I agree. Really good illustrations. As soon as we were on board, Braid Beard showed me the chest of gold and jewels. Got to go find a safe place for this here treasure. It's high time we're off, he announced. We're off, we all shouted, and then we set sail. Look at that. Treasure. Imagine. Lola, I'm thinking it might be watercolor. I'm thinking it might be a good watercolor. Look at that big treasure of gold. It's got that big crown, too. As soon as they were on board, Braid Beard showed me the chest of gold and jewels. Got to find a safe place for this here treasure. It's high time we're off, he announced. We're off, we all shouted. Reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean on the Disneyland ride. There was plenty to do on board. The pirates taught me to sing sea chanties, the louder the better, and to say real pirate stuff like landlubber and scurvy dog. By dinner time, I could speak pirate perfectly. I also learned pirate manners. Braid Beard pounded his fist on the tables and yelled, "Down the hatch, me laddies! Down the hatch!" we all shouted. Look at these big goons. Big oafs. Braid Beard gulped his food and said, "Hand over the meat! The meat!" we all roared. Nobody told us to finish our spinach. There wasn't any. Or to chew up our carrots. There weren't allowed on board. We talked with our mouths full and nobody said please or thank you. Yes, Panorama. Paranorman. Yes, Paranorman, you're right. After dinner, I tried to teach the pirates to play soccer. Braid Beard kicked the ball and yelled, "Arg, soccer! Arg, soccer!" the crew yelled. Then everybody dove for the ball at once, and it rolled right off the deck. After it, me hearties, Braid Beard commanded. After it, we all whispered. We fought over it, who would get the ball, but it didn't matter anyway, because a shark came along and swallowed it in one gulp. So much for soccer. There's the shark, the soccer ball. He's showing them how to play. Isn't that fun? By now, it was past my bedtime, but nobody tells pirates to go to bed, or take a bath, or brush their teeth. Maybe that's why their teeth are green. Pirates sleep with one eye open, just in case, and they don't change into pajamas unless they want to. Pirates don't do anything they don't want to, except for maybe swabbing the decks. I wanted to be a pirate. Forever. Look at these details. You've got this cat and this parrot fighting in the background. Got this man with playing, what are those called? Got that instrument. Not an accordion. They're pillow fighting. So basically they get to do what they want. But then I found out what else they don't do. When I couldn't stay awake any longer, I asked Braid Beard to tuck me in and read me a story. "Tuck you in," he bellowed. "Pirates don't tuck." "No tucking," the crew cried. And the only thing they had to read was a map. Don't you have any books? I asked. Braidbeard looked confused. Books? I didn't even bother to ask about a goodnight kiss. A harpsichord. Possibly, yes. Harpsichord. So he's getting ready for bed, and he wants them to read him a story, but they don't have any books. They just got maps. And he was like, I didn't even bother to ask for a goodnight kiss. He knows what's up. It wasn't easy to fall asleep without a story, but I was finally dozing off when a storm broke. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. I tried to hide under the covers as waves slammed up against the ship. But I kept falling out of my hammock. I couldn't find anyone in the cabin. They were all on deck. Lower the sails, Braidbeard shouted. Batten down the hatches. Everybody ran around yelling and lowering and battening. Nobody had time to sit close and tell me it would be over soon. Nobody even noticed me. I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate. After all, an accordion, thank you. That's what it is, an accordion. So a storm came in, everybody was busy trying to save themselves, and nobody was paying attention to him. And he was like, I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate, after all. There's no parents to keep him safe. That's sweet. This would be a good book for little boys. Just then, flash, crack, crack. Lightning hit the mast and split it right down the middle. What do we do now? Yelled one of the pirates. We'll have to turn back, called another. But the treasure, hollered Braidbeard. Where will we bury the treasure? I stepped forward. Maybe I can help, I shouted over the wind. I think I know the perfect digging spot. So there's the storm, and they're afraid about the treasure going overboard. And look at them all looking down at him. When the storm was over, we rowed back to shore and buried the chest. We drew a map so we could find the treasure again, but I don't think I'll need it. Look at how proud he is. He's leading them. They drew a little map. Jeremy Jacobs' backyard. Yeah, it's very much giving no David at this point. No David. After that, the pirates repaired the ship, and got ready to set sail. Before they left, Braidbeard handed me a flag and said, You make a fine pirate, Jeremy Jacob. Guard that treasure well. We'll be back soon to get it. Soon enough, the crew repeated. And if you ever need us, Braidbeard added, just run the Jolly Roger up yonder pole. Up yonder pole, the others shouted. And maybe I will, but not today. So if you ever need help, we're always here. And there he is saying goodbye to them. He likes it with his parents instead. I have soccer practice, and this soccer team are the Pirates. I have soccer practice. The end. How I became a pirate. This was a good one. I really enjoyed this one. But I think that I'm gonna stick with Bird Boy. I think I'm gonna stick with Bird Boy. Yeah, that was a good one, huh, John? Oh, look at the back. And it lists all the awards that it's won. New York Times bestseller and Los Angeles Times bestseller. Bird Boy. All right, we started out the live with a Little Critter series, 1. Then Henry's First Moon Birthday, 2. Bird Boy 3, and then How I Became a Pirate 4. I'm going to stick with Bird Boy. I'm going to stick with Bird Boy. Anytime I want to remember how to find my authentic self, I'm going to read Bird Boy. Don't go with the crowds. Go do your song. What year did the Pirate come out, John? This one came out. Let's find the copyright. 2003. Oh, this is an early Y2K. And there's a follow-up one. Pirates Don't Change Diapers. Remember, he has a little sister. Maybe we'll find that one in the library and check that one out. Okay, Renee 3, John 4. Oh, that's when you were born. It does look brand new, huh, John? I agree. It's a new, fresh title. Hasn't been read. I'm wondering if this was donated. Maybe it was in somebody's classroom library. It was donated. Lola 4? Mm-hmm. All right. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Let us go ahead and we need to put on, we're way behind. We are way behind on our buds. But that's fine. We're not going anywhere, so there's no reason to rush. Our spring buds. We got a little bit of glitter on there, a little bit of pink glitter. Let's put this spring bud up here. Isn't that cool, guys? Look at that tree. It's popping off. It's like, before we sign off, I'm going to put on a show. I was just admiring, while I was reading our book, I was admiring this butterfly right here. Isn't that a cute butterfly? We need to open these wings up. And then our little flowers. Remember, we made our bouquets, our spring bouquets. We always need a reminder of some of the crafts that we've made. We need a reminder of some of the crafts that we've made on our lives. I want to keep these wings open, but it's very difficult to do that sometimes. Because I want you guys to be able to see them and admire them at the same time. And our little pinwheels. Remember our pinwheels that we made? With glitter? You know what? I think if I move this dragon, and I put this here. And then we put this little one here. We'll remember. That way you guys can see it and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. The hunchback bee is our favorite, yes. She's over here. She looks a little skeletal. Our little bee, yes, there's the really cute one. And then our hunchback bee is right here. Let me show you guys, for those of you who don't remember, our little hunchback bee. Remember these little balls? We got these little pom-poms that we dipped them in glitter, black glitter. Look at how pretty she looks. Fun. Ay, ay, ay. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for the 14K 1,000 likes. Now, West Coast, we're gonna have to really work on it. 14K is normally we get above 20K, but tonight we didn't do too good. So tomorrow we will have an opportunity we need to start getting back up to the 100,000. We need to start getting up to the 100,000s. And Faith, I'm going to need you to come out of the shadows and remind everybody 100K tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to make that a goal for the West Coast feed, 100K 1,000 likes. All right. Because those 8 books ain't going to come out. They're not going to read themselves. Them books aren't going to read themselves. Alrighty, everybody. Have a good night. Everyone is, I think everybody, West Coast, I think everybody's asleep. Alrighty, friends. Have yourselves a good night. We will be back again tomorrow with new, fresh titles. I have stacks all around me that have not been read yet, so we need to get to it. Alrighty, everybody. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.